Good day, my loves. Good day. How are you doing? I hope you are well. This is Spiritually Savage here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If you haven't yet done so, please hit the subscribe button and like and share this video. If it resonates with you, if you get anything out of it, I don't care if you laugh. I don't care if it just makes you think a little bit. If it makes you think outside the box a little bit, then go ahead and like this video. Let me know you like it. Let me know it resonate with you. Welcome, my loves. I really do hope you are doing well. Sending you lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm sending you peace of mind, literally, because if you've clicked onto my channel, honey, woo, Lord, I'm not making light of it. I understand, I understand, I understand. I understand and I overstand. But where I'm at right now, I was at that spot where you're at, if that's where you're currently at. I think I need to cut this up some. So, today is story time, right? So, if this is your first time clicking onto my channel and you're feeling kind of sad and you're feeling kind of blue, because I am picking up on that, even though I am not feeling that way. I'm not at all, not by no means. So if I'm picking up on it and you clicked onto this channel and this is the very first video you clicked on, my love, I am sending you so much peace of mind, because that's where I got stuck at when I was about to continue going. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and stop there before I continue on with my original message. And normally I'm bear with me, please. If you're new to this channel, please bear with me. I am still on my spiritual journey and I'm still new to this. And so I would get irritated in my videos when I'm talking about something completely different. So I'm learning that that's maybe what I'm supposed to do before I get to the, what I want to talk about. But sometimes I forget what I want to talk about, which is why it irritates me. But anyway, I'm going to be obedient right now. I'm going to pause and I'm going to say it does get better, okay? I know it doesn't feel like it. I know it doesn't seem like it. I know you feel like the world is against you. And if you're anything like me and experienced anything of what I went through, it feels like the world is against you because you got multiple people coming at you. Baby boy, baby girl, my love. It was designed that way. It was designed that way. Okay? You need to be built up to something. I don't know what. I don't know what. I can't tell you what. I'm still trying to figure out my what. Okay? But you're being built up to something. I do understand and overstand and understand that part about my journey. And we're not meant to understand everything. We're really not. Because, what I'm gathering from my own experience is that it's for a reason and it's for my protection. Whatever that may mean, I don't know. Okay? And so I'm gathering it's for your protection too, but we still have to keep going. Okay? So if you're feeling in that headspace that I just described, there's like 300 and some odd videos. Go to the beginning, because in the beginning I was crying on camera. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I just know, because I started getting all these thoughts and my mind was clearing, and with clarity came my intuition, and it was like I was scared. I was literally scared, but I had been bred to be scared. And then when you have everybody around you turning against you, it feels like you're alone in the world. But I know now, today, that I am never alone. Even if I'm sitting singularly in this chair, I am never alone, like ever, ever alone. God is surrounding me. My ancestors walk beside me. I am never alone. And with that, that gave me strength to start rebuilding my foundation, not based on the people that were around me, not based on what we call family, because what we have been conditioned to what we have been conditioned to see as family through religion, through TV shows, through movies, is inaccurate. Family is on a spiritual level. It's on energetic level. That's what spiritual is. It's spiritual. It's a connection that cannot be seen. It's a feeling, it's an emotion. And even if you were born into a family, they still may not be your family. And that is what I am gathering and accepting. I understand it, overstand it, and understood it a long time ago. But it has taken me this long to accept that the people that I loved and helped raised and, and poured into are not my spiritual family. They're not. They're my family, but they're not my spiritual family. And when God says you have to be evenly yoked, what he means is spiritually yoked. I grew up thinking it meant that we needed to have like the same kind of hobbies, or our signs need to be the same. In my case, no, because I never dated a Cancer man, never would. That's a whole nother story, right? Let me finish doing what I'm doing. Anywho, so if you're feeling in that headspace, I have a ton of videos because I was there, baby boy, baby girl, niece, nephew, cousins. We are all related. I don't care if we're not blood related. We're like all related. So if you've taken the time out, let me say thank you to all my subscribers right now up to this point and the ones in the near future. Okay? Right now, today I have, it's what, March the 3rd, 2022. And I have 41 subscribers, and I'm so thankful because that equals 5, which means change. And I sense the change in me, and I recognize it, even though I don't always understand. I don't always understand. I understand because it's for my benefit, right? I know that, I feel that, I trust that whatever I'm going through is for my benefit. That's when you get the understanding. When they say understanding, that's what they mean, understanding. That you know on a basic level that what you are experiencing, no matter if it's a good thing or a bad thing, a traumatic thing, no matter what you are experiencing, and I mean that wholeheartedly, and I know there's some atrocities that's out there in the world. I know that. I know that. I do not ignore that. I used to. I don't ignore that. I look it straight on in the face and know it. And know that there's something that can be done. But we have to heal ourselves. The people who are out there doing those atrocities are unhealed people, or they don't have a soul. It's one of those two things. Because hurt people hurt people. If they are narcissistic, yeah, psychopathic, you can be a psychopath in a good way. Most psychopaths run companies, CEOs, most of them, but they channel it in the good way. Why? Because they have a soul. They have a heart. They care. Now, if they doing, slave labor and all that stuff, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story, right? But then you have those narcissistic psychopaths that are unhealed and or are demonic in nature. I found that hard to believe too, but it's true. I know one, and he's an undercover narcissist. Oh yeah, that's what story time is about, y'all. So hold on, okay? Hold on. For my regular subscribers, just hold on, okay? Hold on. I'm getting to the juicy part. You know how my stories go. Okay. And they true. They are true, okay? But let me take care of those who are on the beginning of their journey. And this is because that's where I started. So I cannot negate you guys. So if I'm ever called to do a story, and I recognize that now, thank you. I will just do it, and then I will tell the story. In that way, I'm being obedient. Okay? But understanding is knowing that everything that has happened to you is leading you somewhere if you're a chosen one. If you're demonic and you're watching my show or watching my channel, which it is still a show because y'all don't know everything about me. So, and that's what shows do. But if you are demonic and you have bad intentions for people, you're jealous hearted, and you're watching my channel, then Uh, you're actually
What? Like, you're calling your name like 20 times. Mama, hurry up and wash the dishes.
you're actually anywho, must have been meant for me not to even go down that train of thought. So let's just stay. Because, anywho. So, if you are demonic and you are watching this channel, and that just means you're unhealed. And so you have ill intents. You gossip, you talk about people, you're envious, you go out of your way to hurt people, you ostracize people. I don't care if you go to church. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what color you are. If you are along those lines and that is your nature, meaning that's how you've been your whole life. You know, we all have our petty moments. Trust me. I've lived through some recently and I'll talk about that at another time. But my whole life I've not been petty. I've walked away. So I feel like God gave me grace when I was going through my petty moments this time. So I'm bringing it to y'all because I already wrote it down in my journal because I recognized it. I didn't think I was being petty, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's being petty. Whatever I was doing, I'll go into details about that at another time. But we all have our moments. Moments don't dictate who you are. They just experience that you had experience so you can get to know yourself on all levels, okay? Because no one's perfect. I don't care if you've been a goody two shoes your whole life. At some point in time, you're not going to be. You're not going to be. You're going to do something that you consider out of character, okay? Okay? So, anywho, my loves that are hurting right now and don't see the humor as I do. It gets better, I promise you. With everything you say and with everything you do, just keep God first and believe, okay? Keep God first. Speak to your ancestors. Cleanse your body. You have to cleanse your body. Woo, woo. I don't know what that was though. But you have to cleanse your body. And just remember, as I talk to you guys, I'm talking to myself too. It's a constant battle. No lie. It's a constant battle. And I'm learning to be a little bit easier on myself because I'm not. Because I expect expectations. But when you've been through something so traumatic, it's not going to be easy to heal and to change overnight. And those were my expectations. I don't know about y'all expectations, but that's what I thought. I was like, okay, I know this now, let's do this. And it was like, you know, every time I was like, I'm okay, I'm okay. He's like, seriously, seriously. I'm not making fun of you. I'm literally talking about myself. So if you're feeling like I'm making fun of you, that's because that's the space you're in. But that's how I was. And if you watch any of those 300 videos, you'll see that. You'll see. Hey, you don't even have to go all the way back. I would like for you to, because that way you can see. But if you look at the last blackout videos, like um probably the last two blackout videos that I did, you'll see I was crying and everything. And that's not to say that tonight I may be crying. I don't know. But right now I know enough to know better. So do I get sad sometimes? Yes, I do. But I snap myself out of it because I know that's a demonic presence. That's an energy trying to keep me low. I know that. And so I change my thought process. I do something. Now, that's not all the time. Sometimes I do need to rest. Sometimes I do let my body just be like, okay, well, let's lay down. To me, laying down is a sign of depression. And I'm not depressed. But why am I thinking that way? Why am I thinking that way? Why all of a sudden is my mind saying that laying down is a sign of depression when I used to take naps all the time and never felt that way? Right? So you got to see when your thoughts change. They change like, they change subtly, tinily, little, it's not even little by little, it's like micro little. Because if it was little by little, I would have picked up on it, because I see things in patterns. And as I was reading my journals, I've been speaking about the same thing I've been going through. I've been going through a loop. I've been in a time loop for the past 20 years. I've been in a time loop experiencing the same thing with the same people for 20 years, until I would travel outside of this United States and experience other cultures and experience other lands and come back with a whole different perspective. And it's like, yo, something's wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. And I've been saying something's wrong to my family, within my family, since I could talk. And I was saying it probably before then. But the key, the missing key that I got was that it wasn't me. It's never you if it's you against 20 or so people, or you against 3 people, or you against 4 people. It's never just, it's not you. Okay? Unless you're going through something like you're a bad person, then it probably is you. But if you're a chosen one, and I have to specify that, because the things I experience and who I am as a person is like, even through, but I was oblivious to it. So it's kind of fair and not fair to say it, but because I was oblivious to spirituality and demonic presences and spiritual families, and and every time the church spoke about the family, I was always thinking, they said covertly things like, everybody that look like you ain't like you. They said it like that, but no one came out and said, yo, you may be living with a demonic family, because they're spiritually contracted to not heal. Like, in their past life, they sold their soul. You don't know that, because you wasn't raised with spirituality. So this whole time you're thinking, yo, this is my family. Yo, I'm riding hard for them. And the whole time they incarnated here to take you down. They incarnated down here to stop you, to keep you low, to never support you, to never help you, to never ride for you the way you ride for them. Yo, seriously. Because they're spiritually contracted to do so. Even if they want to, their spirit can't do it. They're not going to be able to. I had to accept that on an intellectual level. I knew it. I seen it my whole life. I have my whole life to look on to. Like, seriously. When I found spirituality, it was like, oh my goodness, this it. I kept saying to God, like, something don't make sense. What is going on? What's going on? This is impossible. I felt like I was in a dream. I did. I felt like, and I used to tell people, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Do 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 do. No copyrights, please. But I did. I used to feel like I was in the Twilight Zone, because it was like, this is just not supposed to be happening. This don't happen. This is impossible, because I knew I didn't deserve it. I knew I didn't deserve it. I knew I didn't deserve it. If all you can say about me is that my mouth was bad, or the things that I said and not the things that I did, then there's no reason for you to treat a person that way. And so take that. If you're going through a hard time right now because of people you consider to be loved ones, and that could be your husband, that could be your wife, that could be your children, that could be your parents, that could be your siblings, your aunts. In my situation, it was everybody. It was everybody. And I can recall every situation with everybody. So if you're one of them watching my channel and you have a dispute, we can discuss it. But I have receipts. So you can't discuss nothing with me without your receipts. So, and most everybody I know knew that about me. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Even as a kid, when the neighbor caught me hunching, I'm telling you this for a fact so you'll know. Even as a kid, it's like, and even when my boyfriend caught me lying, I was just like, okay, you're right. Even when the police caught me, I was like, yeah, okay. They just asked, and I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Ain't no point in lying. You're going to get the consequences, whatever. I'd rather get the consequences than to get caught lying. Like, and he caught me lying because I was driving. That was so funny. And I was like, I didn't want to talk anymore. And so instead of saying that, I was like, I'm about to pull up at work. And he was like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. I was like, I'll talk to you later. He was like, look to your left. And I looked and he was driving right beside me. That was kind of creepy now that I think about it, but I just bust out laughing. Anywho, that was young and dumb because I just bust out laughing. But that's kind of creepy because I was about to get off. So he had followed me for a great distance, which is weird. That's so weird now. Oh my goodness. My heart is beating fast. So if somebody out there is following you, listen, that's not true love. Get out of it now. That's narcissistic behavior. Get out of it now. That is not a safe situation because my heart is beating fast. And I didn't even think that back then. Like, I wasn't tripping. Like, I just thought it was hilarious. But now that I'm thinking about it, why is my heart beating fast when that's something that happened and that wasn't even my feeling? So somebody else is feeling it. Get out of it now. Okay? Get out of it now. Seriously, get out of it now. My heart was beating super fast and now it's slowing down. Get out of it now. That was a message for somebody. I feel your heart right now. I do. Okay? Anywho. So, if you're going through, it's a lot going on with you guys. If you're going through a lot, please go look at my other videos. Okay? Go look at the other videos. Because I am actually about to cut that energy off and get to the story because it's been 22 minutes right now. Okay? I do love you guys. I send you guys so much love. I do. And the same energy that you're in, I was in. So go look through the other ones. Because right now I'm finna tell the story. Now, if you're good, then listen to the story because it's pretty funny. It's about a narcissist, an undercover one. So by all means, stay for the story because maybe it'll make you laugh, okay? Maybe I can make you laugh to snap you out of whatever you're going through because this is a true story. But the ending is like creme de la creme, y'all. The ending is like, magnifique. C'est bon. It's like, it's awesome. It's how he got caught. It's how he got caught. So, this is a true tale of when the spider got caught in his own web. Okay? You know, I like telling stories, so I'm a build up. It's true though. It's true. It's true. It's true. They're true. They're true. I think this is the first time I'm doing it this way though. Maybe I should stop it. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I was say maybe I should stop and record it over, but I want to stay right where I'm at because it's funny. That was what I came on here to talk about because it was a funny story. So let me tell y'all about the narcissist. I didn't meet him until I was 25. And a homegirl introduced me to him at the same place that we worked. Okay? And my initial impression of him, he was geeky. I could tell he was from a two-parent household type thing. He was nerdy, and he was an engineer. Okay, that is important. He was an engineer. And he had a baby mama, but he got caught up. Um, Went to college. You know, he's an engineer, so you know he went through. He was very indoctrinated, I'll say. Very indoctrinated on the other side, though. He was on the other side. He was one of the ones that was trying to, you know, kill me, sacrifice me. And I have every time he did it too. Every time. Every time he did it. Because that's how much he wasn't a part of my life, but he was a major factor, y'all. Black magic. Oh, black magic. Yeah. It's serious, y'all. And it's real and it's true. It's crazy how I used to ask my family, like, none of y'all said, you know, dang, Auntie ain't never smoked a whole day in her life, and she used to say we crackheads um and all this other stuff. Why why she start smoking at 30? Or Auntie always been fit and worked out and was active. Why is she getting bruises and feeling pain all of a sudden? Y'all, every change and every manipulation, energetic manipulation I went through, I talked to my family about it. I did. Every time something didn't feel right, I told them about it. And no one said anything because energetically, spiritually, they were all in it together. They weren't supposed to help me. And when I say that to them, they cry in front of me. They cry because what I'm saying is hard to hear. And then, you know, once they get together, they say, "Oh, you trying to make us feel bad." They get together with themselves and they tell each other what I've said to each one. Then they, "Oh, she trying to make you feel bad." I'm really not. I'm just telling you what I experienced being around y'all, being a part of y'all's family, which I know now that I'm not a part of. And I said that to them, but y'all don't treat me like I'm a part of it. So now I'm acting as if I'm not a part of it. I'm accepting it. That's me accepting it. So, anywho. So, I met him at work. I was already dating a guy at work. And if I'd have read my chart, I wouldn't have dated no man from work. And I realized that was a part of me. That was them manipulating my energy because a lot of guys I dated was from work. I started, but if I'd have read my chart, I wouldn't have dated nobody from work. I would have resisted that energy. I would have resisted that energy. I really would have because I would have known better. And I would have known during that time frame and during that energetic um, time frame that wasn't a good idea. And it's still not a good idea. It's not. So coworkers are off limits for me, you know. So yeah, that's that part. I don't know why I had to say it, but and I'm talking about coworkers here in the physical and coworkers in the spiritual. No, 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 no. Okay. But I was already dating a guy and I was happily in love, and I'm not a cheater. So I would never cheat. I've never cheated. There's not been one dude that I've dated that can say that I cheated on him because I don't cheat. I'll break up with you first before I cheat because I don't need that on my conscience. And plus, I don't like to be cheated on. So there's that part. So I'm in a happy relationship. But for some reason, I was drawn to him. And I didn't question it because I wasn't on my spiritual path or on my spiritual journey at the moment. So it just was like, okay, there's a connection here, but why? And I would do things like call him up. But I don't know, I think he may have been being manipulated energetically as well. I don't know. I think he was being used. I don't know. I don't know. But I would call him up because he was in IT when I had a problem, you know, with work, with my computer or whatever. And he would come up. He said I would come up, he would come up and I would sometimes purposely ignore him. That sounds like me. I don't know why. But And yeah, I did have a boyfriend. I never cheated, so I guess I did flirt. I did flirt. But I'm a, I don't know. Anywho, that just took me to a whole nother place because I never considered myself that. Wow. Wow. I have never seen a helicopter like that. It looked like the bottom was cut out of it and it's orange and it was like flying really, really low. That's weird. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. Let me tell you about the narcissist. So, I'm in a relationship. And my homegirl who introduced me to him, like him. This is how manipulation works. This is how you know you're being energetically manipulated. I was not attracted to him when I seen him. You know, I felt the energy, but I wasn't attracted to him. Like, oh my gosh, you know, that wasn't me. My homegirl was. So 25 is when I started feeling the effects of black magic, or started noticing some things. 30, it was like apparent something was going on. At 25, I was telling people that I knew that I feel like I'm going through a crisis. And I had found this article called Quarter Life Crisis. And I'm telling my family about it, and they're like, oh, you know, ain't nothing wrong with you, basically. No, there was something going on. I was coming up on my Saturn return, and those who was controlling my energy didn't want me to excel. They wanted to keep my energy trapped and bound in lower energy crap and focus on everything outside of me instead of sitting down with myself. And at the time, I was working. You know, they got us working. They got us working day and night. So, of course, I wasn't sitting down, and I was bred to, you know, go get it. Get it, get it, get it. But you got to sit down, y'all. You got to sit down. So if you're being called right now, you may be watching this video because you had to sit down. And that's okay. All my videos is about me being sat down, like literally. So really, if you want to know how to sit still, you don't have to go to the beginning because it was a process, my love. I wasn't bred to sit down. So it was a difficult process. I didn't even understand what sitting down means, but and sitting down ain't even talking to y'all or doing my hair. Sitting down is just sitting down, doing absolutely nothing. Doing nada. Doing nothing. Nothing, mijo.